That took a while. Happy New Year. Good to see you in 2025. God damn, how long has it been? I haven't spoken to you since last year. Ooh, I feel like it's almost like yesterday. There we go. Poor dad jokes out of the way. I have to talk about silence. I could have gone so many ways with that, and I don't know why I kind of quit halfway through. But silence has been a very big part of my life the last few days, especially the last few weeks. Most importantly, the last week. So, Christmas times, New Year's times, a lot around the last weeks, maybe even two, has been in silence. And it has been because of very specific reasons, which is why I have been so fascinated. I have many people around me that I have constant contact with, communicating with them all the time, but not for the last week. The last week there has been maybe a handful of people, and 4 out of 5 are my family, my actual family, son, daughter, and it has been a very interesting process because I felt like when I went down, because I went completely emotional and energetically wiped out, complete fucking apocalyptic times, where it's like you're stressing yourself to the extent where when you're finally in safety, your body just fucking quits. It's done. It's a fascinating concept, and I've never really been very aware of it because I haven't been in a situation where I actually have felt the thing. Coming into a room where all of a sudden you feel safe, you feel like you can calm the fuck down, calma sus tetas, and just sit the hell down and just not do anything, and know that you're in a protective space. It sounds weird, but it's like coming home from the battlefield and you're sitting down and you know that the fucking people will take care of shit, and now it's like it's weird. Going into a comatose state as soon as you enter the building. It's fucked. But I think it is also a strong sign of absolute fucking burnout. And I have been burned out last few months, and it's been because of me trying to exert myself beyond what I should, which is it's become one of those lessons, like pay freaking attention to the body and just know that there is a limit to things energetically, physically, mentally, all the things. But I've seen patterns that when I go down, quote unquote, and I go silent, there is a ripple effect that is scary to say the least because everything around me also just goes complete mute. And seeing how then I have a feeling that I can't go silent, I can't relax, I can't just think about myself, because if I do, everything around me will crumble as well. And if that happens, well, what the fuck is the point then? I'm in a position where I can't really take a day off, and now I have taken about 2 weeks off almost because I had to. And when you have to take time off, but time doesn't take time off, and the practical things just keeps adding to each other because when you take time off, everyone else does the same thing, and everything just halts. It's hard. It's hard. And this is a very specific or special situation as well because I'm not expecting anything to happen when I do take my time off. I take my time off after seriously considering how much pain are you willing to face in the days coming forward. How much absolute fucking agony are you willing to bite down on because you want to sleep a little bit or just not run around and talk to people every single day? I had a very interesting and insightful conversation, one of the very few that I've had, and she said that not everyone is a victim, and that is very important to realize. And it got me thinking a lot that most of the people I talk to are victims. Most of the people I have talked to the last few months has been in some sort of a victim state. They have fought something. They have been in a situation. Something has happened. they are, affected by external people or situations or whatever have you. And there is always this thing where let's support you through that. That everything is a fucking chore, everything is a fucking grind, and everything is a fucking problem that has to be solved. Well, I'm trying to have an adventure. I'm trying to live life as a game where everything is possible. And I've proven that throughout 2024. I've proven that to myself through 23, 22, 21. Fuck. Quite some time now, I've been able to do things that I was not able to do before. And it's simply because of the things that is manageable now that wasn't manageable before. But the last 6 months, not even last 6 months, since September of 24, we've done things a little bit more manual because the website has been down. When the website goes down, it is like the mall burning again. All over again, the mall is now burning. For those people who know my past, it's quite the endeavor, right? Inside of the mall are all these different shops. All these different shops have all these different operating systems and customers and staff and sales procedures and products that is being sold to fund the people working there and their life and their house and their mortgage and everything that goes on, the ecosystems of the mall. One mall equals however the fuck many people are being able to live because of the mall existing. When the website went down, the mall burnt down and you are basically left without anything. So it's been a uphill struggle since then. Then we got into the whole new technology. Dalton came on and he was able to create absolute amazing solutions, but they are still very unstable. So the website is basically, it's like having a pop-up mall. It comes up, it goes down, and it will like, I never know when we have that solid foundation. I feel like, and this is not the fact because I don't sit with all the context because I'm not that guy. It feels like we're sitting on quicksand and I'm not able to go in and do the things that I have to because I might be trapped by the mall starting to sink and I can't get out in time. Or I go in there and it just turns out the power is out. Or I go in there and it turns out that there was a raid and there are no products left. Or whatever have you. There are so many scenarios and things that can be associated with the feeling that I've had being in this burnout mode for the last few weeks and not being able to really communicate how that feels. Because every time I talk, I get interrupted. And every time I get interrupted, more energy is drained trying to kind of keep that thought because there was a point for me trying to say it and then coming back to it and then still not being able to kind of fully complete it and then having that happen so many times that is just I'm unable to start a conscious conversation where it's like, all right, now I'm giving you space and I want to hear you. Like, what can you say? Because every time there is always that, and I feel like my soul is fragmented. So that's why I've been taking time off myself. I've been just focusing on myself, me, myself, and myself. And I will only focus myself until I have fixed myself. More or less. Because I can't afford literally, I cannot afford anymore. I have nothing more to afford. If I continue to do that and try to get to some result by continuing to fragment myself, it's impossible. I need to come to a status quo, like a balance. I need to come to a foundation where I know, all right, I know what Wednesday is going to look like, given it's Monday now. Because as it is right now, tomorrow is as uncertain as 2 years from now, because everything right now is dependent on things that I don't control anymore. Kind of relinquished all control and just hoped for the love of everything holy that it was the right thing to do. And learning as I go. Learning as I go. I have no idea what is going to pan out to. I just know that every single moment like this is opening up to more clarity, more opportunity, more stuff down the line, and that's all I really can hope for. Because as I said, when I go mute, everyone else goes mute as well. There's no updates, there's no reach outs, there's no like there are reach outs, but not for the things that will actually help. And so one is forced to just continue to focus on myself and what I have to do in order to get to the place where I have to be in order for my family to be in a place of food in their tummy. This is not new either. Like, this has been going on for so fucking long that I know exactly what I have to do, but I don't have the energy to do it. I've been trying today. Interesting. I was like, fuck yeah! New Year's Eve, check. Christmas Eve, check. All the fucking things, check. I am fucking fed, I'm dressed, I'm showered, I'm shaved, I'm ready to fucking go. For some reason, my internet is still online. Let's use it. Now that I don't have my kids, I don't have any responsibility, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna write. I started to write one post. Like, all right, we have got momentum. I got some clarity of mind. I have something to go on, going into the Facebooks and everything and just spewing out so much. Now I have like 15 different conversations going in the private messages, which I hate, but that tends to happen. And then I go in to kind of start to do the things, and no, the website is down. The timing is perfect. Fucking amazing. I am getting frustrated. I am very frustrated. It has been a long while. So. I'm not going to waste more time. That was almost 12 minutes of just trying to get my energy up to a point where I can see if I can find any alternative solutions that does not go through the website. I hope everyone is having a fantastic, magical, epic, and fucking amazing new year, being 2025, the 1st of Jan and all that stuff. I hope you have your goals set and that you have all the things in order, and that you're loving life and you're loving everything that you do, and you do everything you can to do if you're not. So with that said, I know I'm going to be letting my voice be known very soon from here. I just have to focus on myself a little bit. Unless people have actionable, practical, and actual helpful advice or things that they see could help in this situation right now. Maybe you know a dude. I don't know.